like your ads are like rolling dice in the dark? Not quite sure how to test your creatives to get the best results? Well, stick around, guys. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to test your meta ads like a pro. No more guesswork, just clear results. What's going on, gang? It's your boy Jerry the Ad Wizard coming back at you with a brand new video. Running meta ads shouldn't feel like gambling, guys. Yeah, a lot of business owners and online advertisers don't quite know how to set up tests correctly, okay? So this means you waste budget, you waste time, and you waste momentum that you could be using to build your business. In this video, I'll show you the exact process that we use for our clients and how we test to get the best results in order to double down on those things that are working. Once you'll see it, guys, you'll never go back. So stick around, guys. We're going to get into it today. Okay, guys, so by the end of today, you will learn how to set up parallel ad tests or A/B tests correctly in the Meta Ad Manager, the exact signals to watch out for, how to know when to iterate on best performing ads, to double down on the best performing ads, and how we use flexible ads in our structures, not initially, but to scale. And I'm going to give you a long-term blueprint so you know exactly how to approach testing with your creatives initially, and then as you're scaling your business, I'm going to show you a behind-the-scenes look at how we apply this process. So guys, grab your coffees and grab your hats. It's time to spin up some ad magic. Whoa! Hey guys, so we are in the Meta Ad Manager, and I'm going to show you exactly what not to do. And I'm going to go through exactly the step-by-step process of how to A/B test or parallel test as it's known correctly, right? So the first thing to bear in mind, guys, is that there's two types of ad setup that I like to think about, okay? One, at the testing and the learning phase, and then two, the scaling phase, right? And we want to test initially so we know what creatives to use in the scaling phase, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly how to set all this stuff up, guys. I'm going to show you an example of what not to do, okay? So when you're in phase one and you're learning, you want to set out your creatives so that each one is in its own separate ad, okay? So here we can see in each of these has one creative in each ad, okay? This is very, very important to remember because as you're first setting up your ads, guys, you don't want to use this, okay? You don't want to use flexible yet because you want to know what's working. The Meta, as a default, selects flexible, okay? And in flexible ads, you upload many different creatives into that ad. The idea of a flexible ad is that you're telling Meta, hey, here's a whole group of creatives. I don't matter which one is getting pushed. All I want is the best results from these creatives, okay? Just saying, what you can do here, what we did here, is put all of the creatives just in the one ad set, okay? And then A/B tested them. They're all running at the same time, guys. This is what A/B testing or parallel testing is. And then we're looking at the results and seeing what is driving. When those creatives are testing against each other, we can see the results side by side, okay? Okay, guys, so you may be thinking, cool. Now that we have set up our ads, how do we view the results? Well, guys, if you do have individual creatives in your individual ads, then you just scroll across here and you'll be able to see, if you just have one image or one video in each of these ads, you'll be able to see the results and the performance of each of these ads directly in the ad manager. Okay, so here I'm just looking at the ad set level, and here we are comparing all the cost per results for all of these ads. Okay, so this is how we view it from an A/B test. However, these are flexible ads, and there are multiple creatives in one ad. So how do we see the results of this? Well, guys, this is the limitation of flexible ads. This is operating in Meta's black box. Meta has some reporting tools, which I'm going to go to right now, on flexible ads. However, it's not very easy to see at all if you group large amounts of creatives together into one ad, which of those creatives is working best in that ad. And that is the problem with flexible ads. That is the problem that I've always said with flexible ads for at least over a year now, that it's great to give Meta the leverage and power to go and find us great results. However, if we don't know what is driving great results, we don't know what we need to create more of, okay? And this is the problem with flexible ads. Here, as you can see, we've grouped all creatives by the theme, so we know what theme is working best. However, we don't know what creative in that theme is working best. Okay, now, so to get some understanding of this, guys, I'm going to show you the break. I'm going to show you where we can see some results on this. So if you go to breakdown, they do have a breakdown section. And if you go to image, video, and slideshow here, again, it doesn't break it down by the specific type of image within the flexible ad. There are some other
sections here that we can select. And we're going to try these. So what we can do here is in the flexible ad format, it can tell you whether or not it's a single media or a carousel. Okay, so that is one piece of information that we understand, but it doesn't tell us that, again, the creative performance of each ad in the flexible ad, which is the problem. Now, if you select related media is also not a functionality, and the other options that you can press here under dynamic creative element is other elements that you can dissect in terms of data are under here, the dynamic creative elements. But again, this does not bring out the creative results, guys. There is another section that we need to look out for because Meta might build this flexible ad creative reporting in there, and that is the ads reporting tool. If you go to the ads reporting tool on the left-hand side here, we can create a pivot table, which again, doesn't give us the exact details of our flexible ads, but can show us another view of how we can view the data. So that's where you're going to select the account and you post and create a report. We're going to press pivot table here. And here on the right hand side, we can see all of the different selections that we can have for our pivot table. And what we can do here is we can start building our pivot table based on the data selections that we're selecting in the pick down section. So first of all, we want to go to either campaign name or ad set name. We want to go to campaign name because we want to group first of all the campaign name so that we can see which of the campaigns we're looking at. Then the ad set name. Okay, so here we can see the campaign name and then the ad set name, the ad sets appearing in each campaign. And then we need to navigate to the campaign that we're looking to analyze. So in this section here is test number 5. Then what you can do is you can scroll all the way down. Here under creative, dynamic creative assets, you can select again the different types of creative.
But before we go anywhere else, and you're new here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any more product updates. We are here many times a week. Tell business owners, online advertisers, and digital marketeers get the best from the online advertising, paid media, and digital marketing strategies. But without further ado, let's get on with the video.
Another way for you to see. Now, if you have each creative in its own ad, this is a very nice view because you'll be able to see the data very clearly and the different types of assets next to each other. You can very clearly see these. This is an A/B test. Here's a parallel test where we're creating individual ads with individual creatives. It's really, really easy to see the results of this. However, in the flexible ad, okay, this is what this one here, all it gives us is the all. Okay, all it says is all. It doesn't give us any details around the creative. And again, guys, this is the problem with flexible ads, okay, in terms of understanding what is working. Now, another section here, if you just scroll up to ads creative. Okay, I'm going to select this one to see what results come on here, but this is another way for you to see exactly what type of creatives is coming up. And here, what we can see is that it does, again, in our campaign number 5, the campaign that we're looking at, it does, again, break things down. But what it says here is like, it thinks that each of these creatives is just one ad. It just thinks there's one creative and one ad. And again, that is the problem with flexible ads. We have multiple creatives in this ad, and we don't know which one is working best. It's just reporting on the individual flexible creative, which is obviously grouped. Okay, there is multiple results in this one flexible creative, and that is a problem with the current testing method. If we select some of these, like ad ID, this makes no difference whatsoever. So at the moment, there is a big flaw in flexible and A/B testing, and this is the example of that in the data, we can't see very clearly what creative is working best, what creative is moving the needle. If we group those creatives into a flexible ad, which of those creatives are working best? And so that is a caveat to flexible ads, guys. And give me a comment below if you get course. So guys, once we have established what has worked, it's very, very important under the new Andromeda 2025 updates to make sure that we log these learnings and we start creating lots and lots and lots of different creatives that speak to lots of different levels of the customer journey and tap into lots of different emotions. Okay, so this is something that we are building into our workflows as an agent. As you can see here, the first thing that we start off with is an emotion. Okay, what is the emotion that we tap it into, guys? Okay, then we go into and then we typically go into the theme or the angle and then the sub angle and the hook. Okay, and then we keep a log of what we're testing and what we have not tested, because as you will see in the upcoming, guys, it's very, very difficult to see in a flexible ad what is working. Okay? So once you have an understanding as to what is working, this under the new Andromeda system is something that you and I like to utilize. Okay, and it may help you to think to see different examples of this. Now, there is also the persona that you can be tapping into, as well as the emotion and the theme. It depends how deep you want to go with this and how varied your ad learning are, guys. Obviously, you want to create ads, learn, double down on the things that work. So it's very, very important that you keep a log as to what is working. We use these spreadsheet systems like this to track all of our creative testing in the upcoming Andromeda update. updates. You may be thinking, hey, Jerry, what is the best campaign structure for the new Andromeda ad update? Now we have our creators that are all in line. Creative diversity is not a bonus anymore, guys. It is a must. Don't forget, guys, the creative diversity is now the optimization. It is no longer a bonus, okay? And it's very important that we test a lot of different formats, tones, and messaging, replacing that targeting, okay, within the Andromeda update. Honestly, guys, this update signals a massive shift for us as advertisers, go from media buy into creative psychologists, damaging the customer journey, emotions, and buying behaviors of our customers, and being super customer centric to all of our creative decisions and becoming creative strategists at the heart of what we do. And ultimately, guys, you know, these single creatives, they are dead. So we need to keep feeding the machine, keep feeding Meta different creatives of things that we know that work. And this is a huge upgrade for us and how we're working in our workload. But you might be thinking, hey, Jerry, how are we setting up our new campaign structure that's in the new Andromeda update at the parallel testing? Well, guys, the new Andromeda update means that we got to leave a lot of leverage, a lot of power to Meta to go and find us some good results. So within this particular example, we have one campaign, one ad set, 10 flexible ads, each with many creators in each ad. They are all grouped by different hooks, and then we have remarketing campaigns within those. So this is how we are setting things up, guys. We are creating flexible ads, giving lots and lots of variety within the different hooks on how we explain and tell those stories and the different types of creatives that we can use. And we're giving Meta lots of different options to go and play with. They're buying us great results, and that's how we are optimizing our ads, guys, in this new Andromeda update. One campaign, one ad set, many flexible ads within that, all grouped around the different pain points, solution hooks, and objection-based creatives to build your funnel, and giving Meta all of the options to find this amazing result in the Andromeda update. Is now ultimately Meta decides which creative to feed which user depending on their emotion, behavior, and the particular situational environment. So Meta knows all this, has amazing audience signal, and what we need to do is give Meta lots and lots of choice and lots of creative variety so that it can go and place our ads. We need to keep feeding the machine, we need to constantly update our creators, and we need to constantly dial down the things that are working that we can see. But guys, that brings me to the next point. There are some massive downfalls of the idea of having flexible ads if you group multiple creators together, which I'm going to go through now. So guys, I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear if you're doing it a different way. This is how we approach this at the Ad Wizard Agency. Hit me a comment down below if you got any questions. Guys, if you like what we do here and you want to find out what the Ad Wizard team has coming up next, click the link below to join the waitlist today to signal your intent of interest. No pressure at all, guys. If you want to, come and sign up to find out and get exclusive access to hear what we have coming up next. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Click the link down below to join the waitlist today if you want to. Thank you so much. And that's it for today, guys. Hopefully now you have a really good understanding as to how you can go around testing your different meta ads and how to set up your different tests in order to leverage the learning so you can double down on the things that are working. Guys, I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. If you want to watch a video on how to train your meta ad AI, okay, so you can train your meta ad AI to get you the best results, okay, super important. It's a lot more about the inputs and outputs needed to train our ad AI than it is with us tinkering with the controls and telling that ad AI where to go. So if you want to watch that video, guys, click this link over here. I've got a step-by-step walkthrough where we go through exactly how to do that. Guys, I'm your boy Jerry the Ad Wizard. You can catch me on X and Instagram at Jerry Ad Wizard, on LinkedIn at Jerry Griffiths, and at Jerry Dreadlocks everywhere else. I'm your boy Jerry the Ad Wizard, and wherever you are in the world, I bid you peace and love and a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.